Hey guys, it's Marie and this is my October wrap-up. October was an okay-ish reading month for me. I had a lot of reading to do for university, but I did read some fun books too, so yay. These are the books that I read this month. The first book I read was Ishi, Simple Tips from a Solid Friend by, I know I can't say this name, Akiko Yabaki. Yeah, I will put it here. It's just like a picture book with like a few words in it. It seems like a kid's book, but my friend Evie, you may know her as Mjeeby, she gave this to me before we left home because, haven't guessed yet, different background, I'm in the USA now, woo! But yeah, she gave me this to help me get over homesickness and to just remember to have a good time all the time, and I've read this probably once every month since I've been here and I really quite like it. I mean, it's like, it seems like a kid's book because of all the pictures and like the one line of text on each page, but I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars because it does pick me up and it does make me smile every time I read it. The next book I read this month is SpiderMan by Benders and Pichelli? Yeah, every time I do this I really suck at names. Anyway, this is an Ultimate Comics book. It's about Spider-Man, surprisingly. But it's not the Spider-Man we all know, Peter Parker. This is a new Spider-Man. And kind of a similar story as to how he becomes Spider-Man. But I really quite enjoyed it. It was a different take on the original Spider-Man story. And I wasn't expecting it to be like a different Spider-Man when I picked it up. I saw it at a library book sale for $1 and was like, hey, I like comics, hey, I like Spider-Man, let's just get it and see what happens. I was kind of surprised, but in a really good way. I'm so glad I picked it up, and if you're a Spider-Man fan, I would definitely recommend it. It's a very different and interesting take on the Spider-Man story, and yeah, I gave it 5 stars. The next 2 books I have to show you are technically school books, however they're more storybooks than textbooks. While I use them a lot for my classes, I think it would be good to talk about them now. So, An Indigenous People's History of the United States by Roxanne Dunbar Otis. As you can tell, it's definitely a school book. It has got many sticky notes in it. It basically tells US history from a native people's perspective. It's often a perspective that gets overlooked, I feel, in modern day America. Admittedly, I haven't taken US history going all the way through school because obviously I grew up in England. So I'm taking Native American Studies class this semester and Native Peoples of Oklahoma because I'm an anthropology major and seemed logical to do. But I feel this is a very important book and it's a lot easier to read than a normal history textbook. It was a really great book. I really enjoyed the perspective. It was a textbook and I had to read it for class, so I did only give it 4 out of 5 stars because it wouldn't be something that I would pick up without being made to. However, I'm very glad that I was given the opportunity to read this book. I would definitely recommend it for anyone who likes anthropology, and so yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. It was a very good book. The next book is another school book. It is The Way to Rainy Mountain by N. Scott Momaday with pictures by Al Momaday. And this book is really good. The pictures, in a lot of books, the pictures sort of distract from the story, but these seem to go super well with the book. The book is set out on each set of facing pages. There is 3 distinct groups. There is the mythology, because this book tells Kiowa mythology, and then it's got, the next one is like the historical contents of that passage, and then the last one is like the writer N. Scott Momaday's personal take on what the myth and the historic is. And this book is so unique and I really liked it, and it's like, it's a book saying we're here and we're not leaving sort of thing, and you can see how the three different voices are completely separate to begin with, and then as the book goes through they sort of become more blurred together and more joined together. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I had to read this for my Native Peoples of Oklahoma class, but I am super glad that I did, and I definitely want to read more from Native authors. It was a really good book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because, like the previous one, it's not something I probably would have picked up on my own, but I'm glad that I did, and I did really enjoy it, and I probably will read it again. And the last book, going back to fun books, was Black Ice by Rebecca Fitzpatrick. This story follows Britt and Kobe, 2 best friends, as they plan a hiking trip in the mountains near Kobe's family's lodge. And it doesn't go quite as to plan. They end up getting kidnapped, which is, you know, a big thing. But yeah, I really liked it. I read the majority of this on Halloween Day. I did read some of it before because it was my travel book when I was flying to the US, but I only managed to make it to page 79 despite the fact I was reading it for like 2 months. Yeah, I haven't read much in August or September, but October was a good reading month, so yay for October. This book was a really good Halloween read. It had mystery and romance, and it was like the perfect YA Halloween read, I'd say, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. However, the main character Britt did kind of annoy me. She was, I don't know, she was just seemed dumb, but not like dumb, but you can see her grow as a person, which is really good, but she, I don't know, she just seemed like, I don't know whether it's just because I'm slightly older than the YA audience and I was like, come on girl, it's totally obvious what's happening right now. But yeah, but that was totally easy to overlook because it was a really good book. So yeah, 5 out of 5 stars from me. So these are all the books that I read in the month of October. I'm hoping to read more in November. We will see how that goes. But yeah, I'm happy with 5 books because it's been a lot more than I read in August and September, so yay! Anyway, thank you for watching and I will see you again next time. Bye!